All right. It's food prep o'clock. Making some burgers this week. Gonna season them with some of my favorites: garlic, Himalayan sea salt, crushed red pepper. Gonna put some greens in there with them to get my fiber. I pre-made these sweet potatoes as you see here. Got a video of that coming up. And then I got a little bit of bacon. So we're gonna have some grass-fed ground beef bacon burgers with a little bit of Bourguignon cheese within. So let's do this. What up, friends? Trainer Joe. It's Friday, and I know I do my food prep on Sunday. However, I'm making sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes take a lot longer to cook. And I'm gonna have a sweet potato with dinner, so I thought I'd just get my sweet potatoes ready for my food prep this week. So stay tuned. Trying to speed the oven up. I found a hack that if I put it on broiling, it'll get to 350 so much faster than if I put it on 350 and wait for it to get there. So I did this, and I'm gonna let it warm up, and then I'll bump it back to 350 here in a few moments. All right, got these babies washed. I cut them in half because I feel like they cook a little bit quicker, and I'm always looking for more effective, efficient ways to do these things. So got my Costco garlic, crushed red pepper, organic olive oil, and what I like to do is I just like to drizzle a little bit of this baby on there. Boom, 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 boom. And I find that it gives it like a nice moisture while it's cooking in the oven. And I can spread it around here, give it a little bit of love. That one missed out a lot. I'm videoing with my right hand and trying to do this with my left hand, building some new neural pathways. And get that rocking and rolling right here. And so it's cool because it kind of moistens in the oven with all of this olive oil here. It gives it a good fat and a good carb. So one of the things about the sweet potatoes, taking it a while to cook it up, is when you get a bunch of different size ones, they're all gonna be done at different times. So when I was at the store, I tried to get sweet potatoes that were the same size as their friends. Did a pretty good job. I feel like these sweet potatoes at 350 are gonna take probably 35 minutes to get cooked, and then I will have them ready, and I will be able to save time on Sunday when I do the food prep. So stay tuned. Delicious. So check this out. Started this just a few minutes ago. I'm gonna cancel it. I'm gonna put it on bake. It's at 350. Boom, just like that. Quick hack to preheating your oven. All right, timer went off. Gonna check these sweet potatoes. You can see we got that steak in there for dinner tonight, Friday night. So this one feels a little bit soft. That one feels hard. That one feels really hard. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger. And that one's almost ready. That one, pretty hard. So I'm gonna give them a few more minutes. The steak has a few minutes anyways, and we'll check back in. All right, I'll grab these babies out right here, and they're good to go. And like we were talking about, last food prep, part of cooking them. These ones I'm gonna eat tonight, and then those ones do for food prep. They look delicious and nutritious. Right, pups? Right? Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna slice this bacon up thinly. It's going to be just a little accent that I am going to spread on top of these burgers. And I'm gonna put it into the cast iron skillet. Currently, I've yet to invest in a grill. So when I make burgers, I've been making them in the cast iron skillet, and they've been turning out extremely delicious. And that's what I'm gonna be sharing with you today. It's a little different way to cook the burgers. And what I've found is I'm able to cook them all to the same temperature a lot more easily. So I'm gonna throw all of this bacon into the cast iron skillet, and as the bacon cooks, it's going to leave behind some bacon fat, and that is gonna be what I use to get this burger going. All right, here we go. Gonna turn the cast iron skillet on. Gonna heat it up pretty high there. Throw this bacon on. And as that starts cooking, I'm gonna get these burgers ready to throw in when it's done. So I got my mixing bowl here. I'm gonna put my burger into my mixing bowl. And I mix all the ingredients up. I am making 6 meals. This is 3 pounds, a little bit over. This is 21 ounces, which 16 ounces is a pound. So it's a little bit over 3 pounds of this grass-fed organic beef from Costco. And just throwing it in here. I'm gonna mix in all of my seasonings and the cheese here shortly. And this will make 6 burgers for 3 pounds. So each burger will be close to 10 ounces of protein there. And gonna dump a generous portion of the garlic salt in there. I love garlic salt. It's low in calorie and it's delicious. And it gives everything a great flavor. Some crushed red pepper. It's pretty generous there. However, this is a little bit over 3 pounds of meat. Get that going. It might be 4 pounds of meat. 4 pounds of meat, actually. And then, boom, throwing this baby in there. Looks like it could be a lot of seasoning, a lot of cheese. However, with 4 pounds of meat, it's good to go. Got all that. Come on, baby, get in there. Get in there. And then going to start mixing it up. And I love this at the Costco, just to be able to buy all of this. Those 3 packages come together. It's a really great economic deal. And this is going to make 6 burgers at the macros that I need. And I'll share that. There'll be over close to 40 grams of protein in each one of these burgers with the bacon and all the things. So let me mix this up and then we'll go check in on the bacon. Bacon's looking good. You can see some of that bacon fat coming out there. This is going to be nice to give these burgers some extra flavor as well as a little extra fat. And I did cook the sweet potatoes earlier. Reason being is because they take a long time and I was cooking them for dinner. I talked about this trick. I want to heat the oven up to 350. It takes a while to heat up to 350. However, if you hit the broil button, it'll heat up much quicker. So that's got going. And I'm gonna put the burgers into this bacon fat when it's ready. And essentially just cook the outside of them. Then I'm gonna throw them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. They'll be pretty thick to get that nice medium rare. To help with the time efficiency, I'm gonna get the dishes ready. And it is Labor Day weekend this weekend. So the reason why I'm only making 6 meals this week is because Monday, I'm gonna cook my meals fresh. When I have time to cook them fresh, I take advantage of that time. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be doing my food prep. And throwing these greens in here, I could do a gluten-free bun. However, that helps me very little with my fiber for my diet. And it has a lot more calories in it. And a lot of the gluten-free stuff has extra ingredients in it. And I prefer just having the ingredients provided by Mother Earth here with these leafy greens. We've got 3 different types: chard, baby spinach, and baby kale. And then a sweet potato. These took 45 minutes to cook when I was cooking dinner the other night. And that saved me some time, just parallel pathing that. I was already making dinner. So I just decided I'd just make the sweet potatoes then. And a full sweet potato is probably somewhere to 30 to 50 grams of protein. These are medium-sized ones. And let me take that back. They're probably 30 to 50 grams of carbs. And these are medium-sized ones, so they're probably closer to the 30 grams of carbs. And I got in each one of these close to probably 20 grams of carbs. Throw a little bit of extra in each one here. I love eating the skins because the skins have fiber in them. And so I usually will eat the skins. And then also other friends that love some sweet potato skins are these guys right here. Come on, pups. Stay, 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 pup. Stay, hey, stay. Sweet. Good boys. Coming on over, checking on the bacon. Gonna mix it up. And then we'll be ready to put the burgers in. Amazing. Looks as though our bacon is ready to be taken off here. Nice and crispy. Noticing the bacon fat there. I'm excited for that. This adds an amazing flavor to these burgers, as well as gives me a little additional fat as I work towards hitting my fat numbers. This burger stuff was pretty lean. I think it was, I'll have to look at the package, but over 90% lean. So it's mostly just lean, clean protein. All right, got that there. And then just to remind you, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at physically at this juncture in my life adventure. So I could measure this out to see how many ounces of meat that is, so I could calculate how many grams of protein that is, so I could calculate how many grams of fat is in each one of these babies. However, I'm just gonna eyeball them for today. You can hear that nice sizzle. This one's gonna be a little bit smaller. Take a little bit off of that baby, throw it on this one. That one's a little bit bigger. And I'll get 4 of these burgers in here, and you might notice I got a pan out here. I'm gonna take a little bit off of this one. The pan is to put these burgers on after they're browned up on the outside, so I can put them successfully into the oven. And I've made these burgers so many times, I can usually eyeball them pretty good, get them where I want them to be, and flatten them out. You can see how nice and thick they are. Cooking them in the bacon grease does give me a little bit of an opportunity for some cleanup after I cook it here. I'm turning this down a little bit. The bacon grease stays hot. I like to scrape them, moving them around. And the whole idea here is just to get the outside of them nice and browned up. And the bacon fat's already in here. And instead of clearing it out and then putting in some other type of oil, this gives me an opportunity to reuse and repurpose what I have. And some of the idea behind this, and when you flip it over, be sure, since there's some bacon fat in there, that you set it down gently, and just to get how nice and browned up that looks. That looks delicious. And then flipping this one over, setting it down nicely to minimize the splatter. This one here, flipping it over. That one is a little less round, more of a unique shape, just like each one of us is a unique shape. And there we go. Look at that. Look how good that looks. I'm gonna let those brown up a little bit, and then I am going to turn the broil off, the bake on, and just like that, hack, and it's ready to go. Perfect, just like you. These babies have had a chance to brown up. Let me just turn it over, make sure it looks good. That looks exactly the way that I want it to look. I'm just gonna set it here, and then get this one, turn it over. That one looks exactly the way that I want it to look. Just setting it here. Checking this one out. Looking also delicious. And these are some big, healthy, delicious, juicy burgers. And trying to cook them on the grill so they come out evenly takes a lot of skill, and I have a lot of skill. However, I prefer using my skill for other things. So doing it, oh look, there's a big chunk of cheese in there. I'm just gonna fold that in nicely. And then set that baby in here. And a lot of the bacon grease has been utilized and absorbed into those burgers, so that'll help me get my fat numbers. Get this one right on here. Spinning it around. Getting these delicious, nutritious burgers ready to rock and roll. And once these ones are nice and browned up, I will throw them all in the oven for probably right around 12 minutes. My dish helper's gonna help me clean up this delicious little burger dish that I have to help with the cleaning process. Good boys. Free! They're such good brothers. So good at sharing. They're so good at helping clean off the dishes. Thank you, Mahalo. Thank you, Aloha, for being my teammates. Right on. Here we go. Put these babies over, make sure they're just the way I want them. That one looks good. Thank you, Burger. This one looks good. Thank you, Burger. Gonna turn this off. The oven is already at 350. Gonna throw these babies in the oven. Set a timer. Let's do 12 minutes here. Start that baby off. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna clean some of the kitchen up. There's the timer. Let's pull these burgers out of here. Look at them a little bit. They're looking pretty rare. So I'm gonna leave them in there for probably another 5 minutes. Check back in on them then. Take 2. These 10-ounce burgers have been in there for 17 minutes now. They're looking delicious. Hard cooked, medium rare. Gonna let them cool here before we put them in with the food prep. All right, let's do this. I forgot to show you at the start, I also got some delicious avocados to go with this meal. A little bacon with avocado, sweet potato burger, utilizing the spinach, kale, and chard as the bun. Got all of these cooked medium rare, so when they're reheated, they'll be ready to rock and roll. Sprinkling a little bit of this bacon on top to help get the protein, to help get a little bit more fat. Got a well-rounded macronutrient meal here based on what my wants, needs, and desires are. This one took a little bit longer because I did cook the sweet potatoes Friday, and I did cook all of this other stuff today. So tough to say what the time consumption was for this whole meal. I did add it all up. $4 for the sweet potatoes, $19 for the beef, which is $23, $2 for the greens, $24.25, $2 for the cheese, $26.27, $4 for the other stuff in there, $7 for the avocados. So I'm under $40 for 6 meals, and 6 divided into 40 is right around $7 a meal. Here we go. Time to eat.